would be amazing. Or when you're participating and you're commenting, put your name in the comment, because if you happen to be a guest and we can't see your name, then we can't put you in for the draw. So we obviously want everybody to win. So we have got another minute, and that's your time to remind your team members, your guests, whoever you invited tonight to get on, make sure they've got the right Zoom number and that they're in the right time zone, because sometimes people get confused and they think it was an hour ago or they think it's an hour from now. So just give them that quick little reminder. So who have we got? We've got Sharon from Chicago. Hello, Angela. Hi, Claudia. From Bruce Grove. Hi, Debbie. Nice to see you. Sherry. Hello, hello. Awesome. Okay. Perfect. Again, remember, if you want to be in the draws, if you are a guest, we're giving a giveaway for a guest. Make sure you put guest in the comments as you're commenting. We are asking you for participation tonight, okay? Because sometimes it feels awkward just sitting here talking to a screen. So we want you to participate. You can do that in the chat. Please, if you can stay muted, would be amazing so that we don't have distractions and all of those sorts of things. So my name is Tracy Zimmer. Happy again that you are here and taking time out of your summer night in July to join us and learn a little bit about Riman, K-Beauty, and why we're so excited. Why the person who invited you said, hey, you need to get on and hear a little bit more about this, okay? So we're going to try and keep this short. We've got some testimonials on here. You're going to hear from some other people what this line has done for them. And then we're going to take you through a quick demo as well on our skincare. So we are skincare focused. We're skincare focused tonight. So let's get this rolling here and get started. So let's go from here. Okay, so hopefully everybody can see my screen. Yes? Good. Okay. So we see the difference. What do you see? And as we go through this, hopefully you can see what we're talking about, why we are so thrilled of what we have to offer for you. Okay. So first question, on a scale of 1 to 10, how satisfied are you with your skin? Okay. 1 being, I am not satisfied. And number 10, you are so satisfied with your skin. Okay. And question 2 that goes right behind that is, what would be your biggest challenge with your skincare? If you could change something, or your skin, if you could change something about your skin, what would that be? Okay, so how satisfied are you? 1 to 10. And if there's something that you could change, what would that be? Okay, so feel free to put in the chat, wow, 10, awesome. You must be using Riman already, right? Thinking those that are saying 8 to 10, they must be using our skincare already. Dryness, yeah. Do you guys find in different seasons your skin changes, from oily to dry, depending if it's summer, winter? I know I do. I'm from Canada, so, we get really dry here and we get really cold. So we're looking for like extra moisture. So why is Riman the #1 Korean beauty brand out there? So before you fall in love, we want to make sure that you know some background about it, where it came from, all the things. And I don't know about you, but I didn't know a lot about Korean beauty, Korean skincare, but all I knew was it's the best. That if something was coming out of Korea that was beauty-wise, the standards were very high. Typically the best ingredients, right? Best techniques in terms of, formulations. And they had, certain requirements that they go by. So that's what I knew about Korean skincare and K-beauty. And then I heard about Riman, and I heard so much more than just Korean skincare. Not only are we Korean, our Korean brand, but we are the #1 selling brand, and you're going to see why, okay? So it all started on an island called Jeju Island. So anybody heard of Jeju Island before? I hadn't, but it's like the Hawaii of Korea. And I got to go and visit this island and go see all the things. I got to see all the manufacturing facilities, like we got to see the lab facilities, the water, they have a village that they put their distributors on, and I got to stay there. Leah Lavoie, who you're going to be hearing from tonight, she also got to experience this. And it really is a magical place. So a volcanic island where water filters through the rock for over 400,000 years before it touches the surface. And that is the water that we use. It's called Jeju Lava Energy Water that we use in our products. Okay. So you're going to be hearing a little bit more about that. So from nature through science to your skin, there's three pillars that we really are known why our skincare is so clean, yet it works and produces results. Number one is our giant byung pool. Okay. We have a patent on this. Nobody ever out there will have a giant byung pool that uses the fresh extract. You may have heard the word Centella asiatica, and a lot of Korean brands out there will use that, but they use the dried version. We use the fresh extract, which is like brings the efficacy up to here, right? So that's why we get such great results. And then, of course, like I said, our Jeju Lava Energy Water, which is naturally filtered for, like I said, over 400,000 years. And there are minerals in there that you cannot find anywhere else in the world. And we've got our nanoliposomal technology, which is a microfluidizer processor machine, again, that we have a patent on. And we put our products to get our ingredients to the smallest size possible to get to the deep layers of your skin. Okay, so again, people say, why do you get such great results when you have such a natural brand and clean products, and we're not using those harsh additives and all the things that are out there that are stripping the barrier of our skin? We are protecting the barrier of our skin with the ingredients that we have here. So again, you can see this is your standard byung pool, and this is the giant byung pool. We actually ate it when we were there and we were at the farm looking at it. So I'd say when you can eat what's the main ingredient in your skincare, you know it's pretty darn good, right? And we have our own farm. So on Jeju Island, they have a farm that you need the exact certain temperature, the exact amount of, the conditions have to be perfect to grow here. And when you walk in here, you can see rows and rows and rows and rows of this giant byung pool. So that is pretty exclusive to us and protected. And it's something that I love that we have over 20 patents actually on our product line, which something I was looking for. I didn't want to be with another Me Too company. I wanted something unique, something that nobody else could come in and say, hey, let's do what they're doing, right? So a few facts. We were established in Seoul, Korea in 2018. And we came to North America in 2023. So all the stats that I'm going to give you is prior to coming to North America. We did over $2.5 billion in revenue just in South Korea alone. So think about that, right? When we know South Korea is the place that is known for beauty, that's known for skincare, where thousands of brands are there, and we sold 2.5 billion in revenue and ranked the #1 selling brand in all of Korea. That says a lot, right? We were ranked number 23 as the largest direct selling company. So to be in the top 25 and we are so brand new is pretty outstanding as well. So like I said before, we have over 20 patents. We've actually now won over 50 awards, recognized for so many different things, including innovation, quality, performance, or packaging, you name it. We seem to have won it. We're derma tested, okay? So clinically tested for safety and skin compatibility. So people with sensitive skin, usually it's very safe to try our line. We recently got a USDA certification, and we avoid over 3,000 toxic or harmful ingredients, okay? So for me, I didn't really think about what was in my skincare before, what was in my makeup. I was just like, I'll put it on whatever. And guess what? As we get older and we learn a little bit more and we become a little bit more educated, it's really, really crucial that what we're putting in our skin that's absorbing into our bloodstream, we need to look at that. We need to make sure that what we are using on our skin and on our hair is safe. So we do have skincare. We have in our skincare, we call ICD. We have a Bodolab line, which is our hair and body care. And we have our Lifening, which is our inner beauty. And tonight we are going to focus on our ICD. Okay. So as we get going here, another question for you. Okay. Who washes their their face before bed every night? Are you consistent every night? 1 to 10, okay? 10 being you wash your face every night before bed, like you don't miss. And 1 being, well, I never really wash my face before bed. I'm curious. Okay, don't be scared to share. It's okay. It's okay. And then my second question is whoever goes to bed with your makeup on, or are you like, I need to get that makeup off. Maybe you take a wipe and wipe it off, but you don't do your full skincare. I can tell you when you leave your makeup on at night, it ages you faster than what we need to be aging at. So we need to remove makeup at night. So I hope that, everybody's going to leave here tonight going like, yes, I need to wash my face every night before bed. And I have certainly gotten in the habit that I can't go to sleep actually if my face isn't washed. So a little bit about K beauty. K beauty is really about protection and prevention using those gentle ingredients and consistency. So we aren't let's put on these harsh actives and dry your face out and we'll just fix that, that we'll just fix something here for a short term and have a band-aid. We are about going in and saying, let's get to the root. Let's make sure that we are protecting the barrier of our skin. We are having healthy skin, but getting results that way, right? And a couple things about K beauty. To be authentic, K beauty means you're sold and manufactured out of South Korea, sorry, out of South Korea. Okay. There will be brands that you're going to come across from the US that are going to say, we're K beauty. They are inspired by K beauty because maybe there's an ingredient that they use that is like Centella asiatica. That's a dry version, right? But you need to be sold and manufactured out of South Korea. Okay, I keep saying Seoul, Korea. And your heritage ingredients out of South Korea, right? That you're following the Korean standards. Like there is a list of things that sets you apart. So just something to know, because I know K beauty is really becoming, people are wanting to hop on the trend. And I read something recently that like you can compare it to if you go to Italy, right? And you go to a restaurant and the chef is Italian and all the ingredients are from Italy and it is prepared there. You can go to an Italian restaurant in Calgary and it can be a great meal, but it's not authentic Italian, right? So that's kind of like our skincare that you want to keep in mind. So here is my before and after picture. I'm going to tell you, if you have not used these products yet, get a before picture. And I shouldn't say even an after picture. As we go and as we keep using our skincare, our skin changes. And, I suffered from bad acne. I still have hormonal acne. I don't know if anybody can relate. Okay. Does anybody relate with hormonal acne? Like why when I was in my 30s after I had my kids, I started having hormonal acne? Like, but this line has definitely helped with that scarring, the pores, the brightness. It helped with my daughter. My daughter started having very bad acne at 15, and she's been using this line now for over 2.5 years. And she's like, Riman saved my high school years. So she went to dermatologist, got the creams that were wrecking the barrier of her skin and just flaking and drying off, and she hated it. And so she has found something that she absolutely loves. This is my friend Michelle. Check this out. Like, isn't this wild? From left to right, just almost like a different person. This is our friend Laura, her mom again. Amazing. Like I love seeing this. This is my dear friend Angela. Now I remember meeting I met Angela years ago, but I remember her coming over and saying she's always wanted to be supportive. And she's like, I don't know, I'm just so scared to try anything. Like, I don't know, because she had like, problem skin from rosacea to acne and all the things. And she tried and she started with a few things, and check her out right here. So we're going to hear from her for a couple minutes. Angela, if you just want to unmute yourself and let us know, just tell us what you started with and then what you're using now with this line.
Happy Thursday, everyone. I started very slow. As Tracy said, I was really scared. I had really bad flare-ups to the point where I was hospitalized. So we started me off with the oil cleanser, the powder cleanser, calming gel, which is still to this day one of my favorite items, and the Rad 100 moisturizer. Within a couple weeks, the redness had went down like it was crazy. My skin didn't hurt anymore. So then I slowly started adding things. Tracy and I would talk, and I said, okay, let's try the serum. So we'd slowly try that. And now, thankfully, I can use everything. First time in my life, I don't have products that hurt my skin. I don't worry about putting them on. If I eat something or drink something that I can feel the heat is returning to my face, instantly I put on cotton gel, like right away. And it just takes that heat down. So I'm incredibly thankful for the product. Sorry, I got a new haircut today and my hair's in my face. It's kind of driving me crazy. Yeah,
But look at your skin right now. That's why I took off
skin
the
right
share
now.
screen because I want everybody to see your face. Like, yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, I rarely wear makeup. If I'm going out, I wear makeup, but we were in Costa Rica, and I'm sure you all know those people that try to put stuff on your skin at the mall. And so finally, I stopped and talked to one, and he wanted to try it on my skin. I said, sorry, I sell Korean skincare. I can't do it. We chatted for a bit. And then he asked me how old I was, and I asked him to tell me. This is his job. Tell me how old I am. He guessed me 10 years younger than my age. He did not believe me. He asked if I had a bunch of work done. I said, nope, it is the Korean skincare. So
Amazing.
highly recommend it.
Love
I
it.
love Tracy. Tracy brought it to me. So
Fabulous. Well, thank you so much for sharing, Angela. We love hearing that. So, all right, we've got
thank you.
Jerry on next, and here's Jerry's before picture, and this is after 8 months of use. So, Jerry, we would love to hear from you what you use for your regimen.
Hello.
There
Yeah.
we go. Okay.
Yeah, I am so grateful for these products and for Leah introducing me to these products because I had horrible rosacea and to the point that I'd get scabs on my face. So I don't even have a before picture because I was too embarrassed. And yeah, so I just started with very basic ICD, the Boo Boo and the cream. And I quickly added the gel and the oil cleanser, and that made a huge difference. And now I use both lines. Like I use the Radiansome 100 at night usually, and then the other line during the day, but I flip it around regularly. My skin knows. Like I just I just know what to use, right? My skin just kind of knows which one that I'm drawn to, and I can't even imagine living without either of them or any of the products. I use 100% of the Riman products. And
Amazing.
I don't have the rosacea like you. I still struggle a little bit with the hormonal acne a little bit, but it's nothing compared to what it used to be. And the texture of my skin and the moisture, I can't even believe it and how much I have to be careful because I put a lot of product on and I literally glow like a light bulb.
Aw, that's so great. I love hearing that. And when, ladies, if you don't know which line she's talking about, we will be going through those when she's saying I'm mixing it up, and it's okay to mix up the lines. You're going to hear in a little bit. So, Jerry, thank you so much. That was awesome. Love, love, love hearing this. People are saying in the chat they love hearing the live testimonial. This one is Robin. Check her out in 2023. And then 4 months of using and 18 months of using. So, like, wow, right? And I'm sure now if she had an updated picture, it would even be better. But, like, I mean, it's just like her face just like came to life, right? So here's Stacy. Stacy's going to be coming on and sharing. So, Stacy, I remember her getting started and she's like, oh, my face feels really, really good, but darn, these dark spots. Like, I just need to get rid of these dark spots. So, I want you to take a look right now at her pictures. Okay. So, it started from April 2024, August 2024, and this is April 2026. So, she's got a front on. Here's her side. And how many times do people say, like, can I get rid of the dark spots? Can I get rid of the dark spots? Well, check this out, right? So, Stacy, we'd love to hear what exactly you are using, and did you change anything to really target those dark spots?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yep.
Can you see me? Because I can't
Yep.
see anything. I'm
Absolutely.
staring into a black screen because I
Nope.
love the sun. Obviously, I'm outside. Um, yeah, I started in 2024 and I started bang on with everything. I went to a party with Brooke Robertson and she's also my upline. And I wanted to target my spots on my face. I tried some stuff before, not nothing, didn't really get, I didn't get any results. And consistency is what paid off for me. I did it every single night. I learned about the product, heard about the product, just what everything you just said. And I was very intrigued by it. And I was starting off with just like, I think the exfoliator. And then at the end of the night, I said, forget it. I'm getting everything. I want to do this. And yeah, I've used the whole ICD line. I probably the most important thing was to take a picture because if I wouldn't have seen the picture, I wouldn't have seen the big difference because you see yourself every day, right? So please just take pictures. I tell my customers to take pictures, even if they're not comfortable. Keep it for yourself. I don't care, but take it so you can take it in a couple of weeks, a month, and see the difference. Because I show them my pictures, and to me, I thought I always had good skin, I thought, and now I have fantastic skin. So it's been really cool. Probably 3, 4 months in, I started using the Rad line at night only. And yeah, I just kind of play around like whatever, like that last lady said, just pick what your skin wants. But definitely the consistency is what pays off. And I wouldn't change it for the world. I love it.
Absolutely. Awesome. Yeah. So good. Your skin looks absolutely amazing. Like amazing. So
Thank
I'm
you.
so
And I
glad
do
you took the
use,
pictures as well, because I mean, it's so good to see and to be able to show people. So
yeah.
thank you for
And my
sharing.
sunscreen, that's important. I had it
Oh,
up here. I was going to put it up, but yeah, that's important. And that's helping keep everything away, right? Because if I don't, then that would all just come back. So, yeah.
absolutely. Question in the chat. Who wears sunscreen on a daily basis? Who remembers to put their sunscreen on? Hopefully you. Okay. And then we have Leah Lavoie here. So, Leah, I know we're going to be going through the regimens together here tonight. But before you do that, check out her before and after. But I just want you to hear what she's using and why she loves Riman products so very much. So, Leah, go ahead and take it away.
Hi, everybody. Yes. So, when I was introduced into Riman, actually, I was looking for ingredients first, and that gave results. My rosacea was really bad. There's a lot of people with rosacea, and I think uh, there's a similarity. We live in Canada. It's cold, 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 and so we get a lot of people with rosacea, and it was hot. I mean, it was cold. It was like minus 40 for I don't even know how many weeks, and my skin was burning hot, and I couldn't find anything to help it that was clean. And so that didn't affect my hormones. So I've been healing from cancer for 10 years. I'm actually back on targeted chemo. And I can't believe my skin looks this good on targeted chemo because it dries you out. Like I feel it. I drink so much water and I can't get enough because it just dries you out completely. But anyways, with that being said, I wanted something that didn't affect my hormones. And so when I was introduced into Riman and Tracy introduced me into Riman, I was like, huh, okay, I like the ingredients, but does it work? 5 days later, I was like, okay, this is crazy. I'm in. Or the whole package. I got to share this with the world because I was trying everything. And when products are clean, they just don't penetrate the skin and do anything. So, and I was at a loss, right? So, anyways, super excited, super happy, and love sharing this line.
Thank you so much for sharing. And, I know Leah is somebody that looks at the ingredients and she cares about the ingredients. So, it's like she said, most time clean products, they're not absorbing, they're not getting to different layers of your skin, and they don't have the technology that we have here. So it's so great when you can say we have a clean line and they work, right? So there we go. Okay, so we've got an ICD signature line. So Leah's going to do one side of her face for, she's going to show, we're going to kind of go back and forth and just kind of have some fun. Okay, is everybody okay with that? So we've got our ICD signature lines, kind of like our regular line where we usually get people started. And then we've got something called a Radiansome line, which is our more advanced line. Okay, so Leah has come to us today with a clean face. Okay, so we've got three components. We cleanse, we hydrate, we protect. Okay. Like Stacy said, if we're not protecting, it's going to come back. So we need to be careful, right? We need to use that sunscreen. So cleansing is so important for removing impurities and preparing your skin for future products, right? Like some people will say to me, I just splash with water and then I use a moisturizer. Okay, but like you gotta clean the impurities off your skin to prep it for that moisture, right? So we double cleanse at Riman. We are all about the double cleanse. I first seen oil and I was like, oh, I don't know. Like I'm somebody with problematic skin. I don't know if oil is gonna be good for me. The oil is Fantastic. Oil removes oil. Okay. So it's important. You know, who usually, if people suffer from acne, like people go like, I don't know about an oil cleanser, right? But there's actually black cumin seed oil in the oil cleanser, which is like a natural antibacterial. So it is so good for acne. It's like one of the best things you can do, actually, if you suffer from acne. And then we come in with a water-based cleanser. So Leah, if you could just show us, so show us what our oil cleanser looks like. First of all, you got that with you?
I
Okay.
sure
So
do.
this is, yeah.
And I just wanted to mention something, and I see it a lot of times when people say, I don't wear makeup. I don't need to clean my face at night. I have cleaned my glasses at least 5 times today, and they are still dirty. So, I don't wear makeup. You know, very rarely do I. My skin looks amazing. Now I've got a little bit of a tan going from being, on holidays and whatnot. So I don't need makeup, but my skin is filthy from just everything that's in the air. So whether you wear makeup or not, clean your face at night is super important. And now that I was forced to do it like right after supper, if you're not used to cleaning your face, do it right after supper before you do dishes, because then you just get it done. Then you can do dishes, you can go for a walk or do what you need to do so that you're not super exhausted and you forget, because that's the biggest thing, right?
Yeah, and this is 76% natural oils in here. So you definitely want to put this on dry face, rub it in. I'm going to tell you something. If you're somebody that has used the oil and you're rubbing it in for 10, 20 seconds and rinsing it off, I'm going to challenge you to rub for at least 1 to 3 minutes and watch the magic happen. I was like, what is happening on my face right now? Like, what is going, like, you can feel what's coming out. It's like unclogging pores. It's amazing, right, Leah?
It does. It's like
Yeah.
loosening. It gets in the pores and loosens everything up and it all pops out like oil. It's crazy.
Exactly. So then our second cleanser, if you can show the Balance gel cleanser, this is one of our newest cleansers. It's very gentle. This you do want to mix with water. So put in your hand, you're going to mix with water. We have flakes of our giant Byung pool in here, and it's vegan, it's allergen free. In fact, yeah, and it's good for all skin types, especially like if you are oily or you are acne prone or problem skin, this is actually really good for that as well. So yeah, this is one of my favorite new products that has come recently into the line. So we're gonna have that. So it's non-stripping. Okay, so that's a water-based cleanser that's gonna come in and remove anything that the oil didn't, to get that really, really good cleanse. And then we got a powder. So you got the powder with you too, Leon?
I sure do.
Okay.
There it is.
So how often do you use the powder? Do you interchange that with your gel cleanser?
I love how this, I use it for sure 2 times a week. Any more for me because I'm very dry skin. I can't do it, but I have a lot of people who are more oily skin that actually love this as an everyday cleanser. So, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, it's a high concentration of that papain, which is a natural fruit enzyme, right? So you're getting that little bit of, that really gentle exfoliation as well, right? When you're using
Just
that.
leaves
So
your skin feeling so baby soft. Like it, and you actually mix water in it and then make it frothy in your hands before using it. It's not the grit that's exfoliating it, it's actually the ingredients that are exfoliating your skin. So a lot of people, we think of something rough on our skin to exfoliate when that's actually not the case. So it really does do an incredible job, and your skin is just so baby soft.
yeah. So our double cleanse would go oil. Typically the gel next. Some people use our snow cleanser, but our gel is our newest cleanser. And then we say to mix and alternate that powder in and out with the gel. Like Leah said, some people love the powder. My daughter used the powder only for the longest time, and then she tried the gel and was like, "Oh my gosh, this is so great." So it's kind of alternating between the two, so that we get that exfoliation as well. So there's our double cleansing. And next we're going to come in with what we call our calming balancing gel. So I think was it Angela that said one of my favorite products, like that calming balancing gel. This is to help reduce redness, just to balance that pH in your skin, to help with minimizing pores, the overall tone, all the things. Okay. So it's a water-based gel with damask rose water, and it has calming ingredients to restore skin balance. So you really need a little, pea size of this. And Leah, if you just want to, so I know you've cleansed your face and you're probably going like, give me my hydration. I need it.
Oh my gosh, I have actually put this on because I couldn't wait any longer. So, because I'm like, but I'll put more on.
Absolutely.
My skin loves it. I don't know if you can see
Yep.
the gold flecks in there. So whenever I demo this or give this to someone, I say, go gold hunting first. You can literally see the gold flecks. And I use it day and night a couple of times. If you do get too much sun, I know me and my friends were outside at a spa and we all forgot sunscreen and we were outside for 8 hours in water spa and it was amazing, but we all got pretty toasty and we were just putting this gel cleanser on every hour and we couldn't believe how much it just calmed everything down within a matter of 4 hours. So it was great. Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's an 8-layer hyaluronic acid. Okay. So the hydration goes for hours, right? So, low to high molecular weights of that hyaluronic acid, which again is good for different layers of your skin. Now, question for you. How much of your skin is water in percentage wise? Anybody know? Your skin is up to what percentage water? This is why hydration is so important. 90, no, 80, no, a little bit lower, a little lower. It is actually 64, so your skin is up to 64% water. Okay. And a lot of skincare out there are usually 80% in water. That's why water is so important. And skincare lines typically have distilled water, right? Which is fine. It's just it doesn't give anything extra. Where we have our Jeju Lava Energy water, which is giving that extra. Okay. So, all right, let's keep trucking along. So she just did our calming gel here. And then we're going to get into what we call our dermatology first package. So this is what we say our Boost Boo. Okay. Booster, we boost, we serum, and we boost. And we as we're demoing, we're going to do it a little bit quicker, but normally we take some time for the booster to set in, let it set in, get your serum, let it set in. So Leah, what does this look like when we Boost Boo? Show us.
Boo say boo. It's like the ABBA song, boo say boo. Aha. Anyways, so that is how I remember it because I've had people who say, Leah, I'm not getting the results. I don't have the glow. And it's because they were only doing boo say. So boo say boo is really important. So you're going to take the booster and it comes, the goal is they both finish at the same time. So if you see this halfway, this should be halfway. Okay. So then you just spray this. I'm going to do half my face. Don't forget to go down your neck. Okay. And then you're going to go ahead with the serum. And as you open it, you can see how this pops up. I love the packaging. And it's like a volcanic rock. I don't know if you can see it from there, but beautiful. And as soon as that pops up, that means it's filled up the vial. So you have enough for a full face. Okay. I'm only going to use half because it's half my face. And then generally I let the booster dry a little bit. So that's when I will go and get changed while it's drying or do something in between. So I'm not standing there. You can take a fan or whatnot. This, after you let the booster dry, it actually goes in quite fast. So then I might brush my teeth quickly or something like that. And then I go ahead with the booster again. So, and that will seal it all in and really help with the whole overall lift and glow. So these are lift and glow. Anybody want that? Put that in the chat.
And these two products are the highest concentration of our giant byung pool extract. So that's pretty awesome because that giant byung pool is known for, helping with inflammation, redness, fine lines and wrinkles, hyperpigmentation. It's two wonderful, wonderful products right there, that are going to give you results. So question for you, who knows what percentage of the byung pool extract is in the booster? What percentage of the giant byung pool extract is in our booster? Okay, I'm seeing 86. Ooh, it's close. Close, close, close. Actually, I listened to Angie right before this. So I got the exact number because sometimes I'm going off a little bit. 89. It is 89% in the booster. Okay. And in the serum, it's 73%. So if you want to get started with like two products, like those ones are going to be really great products to get started with. All right. So, and then of course, we also had our cream. So our dermatology cream. Now, this is our number one selling. In Korea, before we left into North America, we sold over 35 million bottles of this cream. Check out the packaging, you guys. I know you've probably been looking at the packaging as she's been showing, but that's like a course. It's mimicking the lava on the volcano. Beautiful packaging. So it's like you're coming out of a high-end department store. So this is one of my ultimate favorite products for sure. I always say that it feels like it's going on with butter. So as she's showing this, how much percentage? There's a high percentage of giant byung pool in this cream as well. Not as high as the other two. What percentage is in the cream? Anybody know? Let's take some guesses. Take some guesses. It's a great antioxidant also for the protection of your skin, right? Which is why it's one of our last products. 64.76. It's actually 67% of our giant young pool in there. Yeah. So,
And I
question.
love
Yeah.
I love how it just blends in. You can put it right over top of your eyes, and it's, eye sensitive, and there's no scents to it because anything that's scented and perfumed, you got hormone disruptors, unless they're using natural ingredients like Riman does with some of them. So it's just such a beautiful, beautiful line. Yeah.
Good. Here's a true or false. Okay. Oily skin doesn't need moisture. Doesn't
Mm.
need a moisturizer. Is that true or false? Oily skin does not need a moisturizer. It is false. False, false, false. Oily skin does need a moisturizer. And this is a water-based. Our ICD line is a water-based line. Okay. So that is good for oily skin as well. So let's carry on. Okay. So there's our ICD line. So we are going to get onto our Radiansome line. And we're going to go through this one quite quickly because our focus was on the ICD. But for those of you who want to integrate, you heard some of the ladies saying at night they added some of the Radiansome line. This is our advanced line. This is our oil-based line. We say specifically people using this with mature skin, more on the drier side skin, you're going to see more effective for you. You might be somebody that just likes the toner. I know for me at night, I take that Bousei Boo out and I use the Rad Line toner. And I typically just use that. So you can mix and match, like we said before. Maybe you want to really target, like Stacy did with her dark spots, or really target those fine lines and wrinkles. This is going to be some products that you're probably going to fall in love with. And we call it Radiansome 100 because 100% of the ingredients are microfluidized. And in fact, we just did an upgrade that they are going 3-5 times through that microfluidizer processor. And we actually have a product coming that's going to go up to 7 times through the processor. So Leah, can you just show us really quickly these 3 steps on the other side of your face and how you would apply those?
Absolutely. And just a reminder to comment. So if you're a guest, comment and put your name beside it because we're going to be doing a draw and we don't know what it's going to be. So this is our toner. So it's 3 steps. That's why I love doing this one at night. It's also a bit lazier because it's 3 steps. It's done. And then it's also deeper hydration and it's going to help with all the things, right? Just more amplified. My skin loves this at night or sometimes even in morning and night if it's like really cold temperatures for a long time. So you see how liquidy it is. Don't put this on a cotton pad because then you waste it. A toner, you want to dab, dab, dab right on your face. And of course, you're going to bring that down your neck because we want our neck to match up with our face. This one does have, I just love it. I don't even know it's just so mild, but it almost smells like sweet tarts to me, which is lovely. And then we have our second step, which is our ampule. Our ampule is probably one of the most complicated formulas that we have that's really targeting towards you know, fine lines and wrinkles, towards the age spots and all the things. So it is, I love that they've changed this to a pump. So again, isn't the packaging great? Did you guys catch that? Look at the gold and the white bottles. And they're opaque bottles because this formula is affected by light. So it's clear, just one pump would do your whole face. I'm really milking it because I forgot. So I didn't do half the pump. So my face is getting extra care. And what I love about it is if too much is not too much, because it does have that microfluidizer. So it penetrates really, really deep. So it all fully absorbs, where most skincare just sits surface. This is going to travel deeper, giving greater results. So I do tend to lean on the heavier side of the products now if your skin can tolerate it. And we're all different, right? And my skin just loves it. It's super dry. And then the cream to boost, and you never want to, it does come with little spoons that come with it, because you never want to put your fingers in this, because then that's going to with bacteria and different stuff. So it's a good habit to do it with like use the spoon that comes with it. But yes, again, this is your final step, so that you're going to the moisturizer is like water for your skin, and the serums are like food for your skin. So I can't really, if people go, what would I choose to use, one or the other? It's really a hard toss up with that because we both need water and food, right? So, also integrating this into my nighttime ritual, it saves me money because this is like a more, you know what, higher end price point for a good reason. It's got a lot going on for it. And then of course I'm going to be using that half the amount of time, and then when I'm using this line during the day, I'm using it half the amount of time. So I'm just making it stretch a lot further, which is a lot more cost efficient as well.
Absolutely. Awesome. Amazing. So yeah, you can see it's kind of based on personal preference, what people need, all the things. You can see here stage, it goes toner, essence, and cream. Look at that packaging. Absolutely, absolutely beautiful. If you want robust, you got it. You got it with these. Now, you might not want to be somebody that doesn't typically use skincare and come full force with the rad line. You're probably going to want to start a little bit more gentle and then start integrating things. So two products though that I like to talk about as add-ons, and this I call my like hydration boost. These two products are amazing. One is a two-phase oil mist and one is a multi-stick balm. The multi-stick balm I have in every part of the house. I've got one in my purse, one in my bedstand, one by my computer desk, one in my car. I literally use it on my lips throughout the day. I put it under my eyes at night. There is no need for $200 eye cream when you can get this for, $40 Canadian. So will we come out with a robust eye product? I believe one day we will, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic. But until then, these are full of vitamins A, C, and E. You've got your sea berry extract in there as well. So, whoops, sorry. I'm going to get Leah to show you those and see what those look like.
So this is actually because I am dry skin. This is one of my favorite products. It's like you can see how the oil separates from the water. You want to give that a shake. Okay, so that's a tip. A lot of people forget about that. You want to make sure you take off your glasses. Okay, give it a shake and spray. And you could do this several times throughout the day. One is always in my vehicle because I do use this on the go. One's in my purse. It's alongside this, like I have multiple of these as well as the multi-stick balm. And the multi-stick balm, again, I love the packaging of it. It's big for a reason because it's not just for your lips. It's for your lips, and it's for any fine lines and wrinkles. If you want some extra treatment, just put it here. Put it underneath your eyes. You can decorate your whole forward. You could throw this all on your neck if that's what needs extra work. It is super hydrating. It's also like if you have any problem dry areas, we can't make any claims, but I have had so many people with great relief with major skin challenges like psoriasis and whatnot. But again, we can't make any claims because it's not meant to do that. But I've had a lot of people who've tried everything, and this has been something that's really worked for them. And cracked and bleeding hands, I've had that. your cuticles. You use it on that, and even a bug bite. So when we earned a trip to Costa Rica with Riman, so it's and there we extended our trip and we were in the jungle. I got bitten like crazy, and this works really good on those fly bites that welt up because that's what I was had, and I couldn't believe how much that got rid of the sting. So yeah, great
And
product.
somebody asked, is oil mist only for dry skin? No, it's for everybody. In fact, the oil mist for me, I like it as the smell to it is it gives me like, it's so light, but it's beautiful.
Mhm.
I use it when I need like a pick me up, like almost an energy pick me up. Like, yes, a hydration boost for my face, but it does give me like a pickup. So I like to
Have
keep it.
acne prone skin because of the oil stain on your face and not washing off. Just be careful with that. But once you get that balanced with the products and you're balanced, then I have a lot of people with acne prone skin who are now adding this on and their skin tolerates it because their whole overall skin health has changed because of Rimmon.
Absolutely. Awesome. Okay. So yeah, those are two additional products that I always like to showcase. So we have a product of the month. We always have a product of a month that we'd like to showcase. We like to get education around. And this is going to be available as our promo starting July 17th, which is tomorrow, okay, at 12 p.m. Pacific time. And it's going to run through July 22nd. So as a customer is going to get double the reward points on this order. Okay. So typically they get 5% back. They are going to get 10% back on this product. So great time. You know, the planners are also getting a boost and a jump with travel points on this product as well. But for our customers, we are doubling the rewards for this. So, you know, a lot of people don't know a lot about the set and spray. I typically am somebody that didn't use set and spray before, but I'm going to play a quick little video here from Angie, who is our product specialist, and hopefully the sound comes through okay. So
what is up, young pool? Welcome back to another Riman Days. To continue with the excitement of the all-new ICD makeup, I wanted to touch on another product within the category, which is our Set and Stay makeup spray. This makeup spray is perfect to not only lock in your makeup coverage, but to also continue your skin nourishment. Ingredients include our giant byungpo leaf extract, lotus and cedar leaf extracts, and a peony extract. Now, the giant byungpo leaf is going to infuse the skin with antioxidant care while also reducing the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles and of hyperpigmentation. The lotus and cedar leaf is going to assist in skin barrier fortification by reinforcing the production of ceramides and of lipids. Furthermore, it also offers anti-inflammatory care. Last but not least, that peony extract is going to bring all the phytonutrients offered by this flower, again including antioxidants and anti-inflammatory molecules. Now, to use the product, we have a triple layering system. You can spray it first before the application of your coverage products as a sort of primer, and then layer it once or twice after the application of your coverage products to lock in your look. We recommend spraying with your mouth and eyes closed, roughly 12 inches from the face for an even coverage. But with the specific formulation of this system, you get the perfect balance of not only hydration, but moisturizing oils without greasiness to your makeup look. I hope you were able to enjoy this new Set and Stay makeup spray that not only locks in your makeup, but continues your Riman radiance. And that's all we have on today's Riman Days. I'll see you next week. Talk to you then.
So now if it was daytime and she just finished her ritual, which she wouldn't use one on one side and one on the other, she'd do her daytime ritual. She could use that set and spray for all the advantages that Angie talked about before she put on her makeup, and then she would lock it in with her set and spray. Now, beauty artists out there, I'm not one of them, but they rave about this set and spray. I never used a set and spray prior to being introduced to the Riman one, but the ones who use them, they're like, this is amazing. And they really push, do it before and do it after. So, Leah, you got that there. You just show what that one looks like, just like the flyer. Yeah. So that's our product of the month. So make sure that people are aware of that there is that extra bonus.
What is up
for our customers?
Hey, everyone.
Whoops, sorry.
Collagen 100.
Hold on. Okay, so let's talk about what ritual is right for you. Okay, so as we were going through tonight, and I was asking you different questions, you know, like what was your biggest skincare issue, or if you could change one thing about your skin, what would it be? And I want you to think, like, would you say that your skin is dry? Would you say it's oily? Would you say it's problematic? normal, because that's all going to depend on different things that you're going to start with, right? Now, you heard Stacy say, when I got started, I went all in and I used everything. So she jumped in with that signature line and got all these products. So I want to ask you a question. Are you somebody that likes minimal products, or are you somebody that likes, give me all the products? Like, I'll use as many. I could use 10 steps as long as I'm going to get results. Like, because I've had people say, I only want 4 products because I know that that's all I'll use. So if I know that, I want to make sure that I'm giving them what they need, right? And if you're only going to use 4 products, what would those 4 products be? Now, you are going to go back to the person that invited you here tonight, and I want you to share with the different things that you discovered about your skin tonight, okay? And let them know, because then they can put a perfect ritual for you. For example, this essential ritual, okay? We've got the snow enzyme cleanser showing here. You can pick whatever cleanser you want. You can have the gel cleanser. You can have the powder. Maybe you're really oily and you're like, I want to start with the powder. I personally would start with the gel. If you are normal skin tone, if you are dry, this snow enzyme cleanser is fantastic, okay? These are our essential double cleansing rituals. Again, love these sets so very much. You know, coming with the cleanser of your choice, you can go in there and pick. These are amazing, amazing ones to get started with. And then if you're like, no, I can only get a few products, this Bousei Boo Essential, which is your Bousei Boo and your cream. I have a really hard time selling people just this if they're not cleansing their face. So I would say get a cleanser, get a cleanser, okay? And then if you're somebody that says, hey, I just want to try the line, see what it feels like. We do have something called an experience kit, which is a 2 to 3 week trial kit. This is fantastic, great way for you to give this line a try before you buy the big bottles. Of course, we have a 30-day money back guarantee all the time. And then we've just come out with this, and this is going to be our giveaway tonight, okay? This is our cleanser trial set. So it gives you the oil and it gives you the gel and the powder. So it allows you to try these 3 products. They are so cute. They're just teeny tiny. And like I said, you're going to do the oil and then you're going to do the gel. And you're going to do the oil and then do the gel again the next day. And then the day after, switch out the gel, use the powder. Okay, so with the gel and the powder, you're mixing with water. The oil cleanser you are putting on dry face. So, like I said, go back to the person that invited you. They will definitely help you sort out your best plan for you. I hope that you got some great information from all of this. Is gel good for aging skin? Yep, absolutely. The gel is good for all skin types, honestly. I'd say if you have dry skin, I would go more towards the snow base, but that gel is
I've
good.
been testing it out because
Mhm.
I had a problem with the gel cleanser at first, and it was because I wasn't using enough water and I was using too much. So if you are dry skin, this is extremely concentrated. And so I really tested it for 2 weeks the right way, which is using a pea size, add water, do this in your hands, and then wash your face. And my skin's actually been loving it. So just that's the most important. So yeah.
You're not going to be disappointed with the gel cleanser. It's
I
honestly,
love it.
yeah, I'm always reaching for it. So, I had somebody in the back end looking for winners for tonight. And we have Claudia. Where's Claudia? Claudia, if you are on here, you are the lucky winner of the cleansing kit. And to claim your prize, please email me at that email right there. And I will get the information that I need from you to get that sent over to you as well. So again, thank you so very much, everybody, for joining tonight. We appreciate your time. We hope that you learned something and maybe a new product that you want to integrate into your ritual. If you're newly starting, hopefully you can find the ritual that's right for you. So thank you again, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.